So I want to talk about manifestation and the idea that everything you write down is going to come true. It's going to manifest. You may have seen this idea, this technique about manifestation called scripting, which is where you basically write down, similar to reality shifting and things like that, where you basically write down physically with a pen and paper the things you want to manifest, things you want to come true. And the idea is that when you write things down physically, they become much more likely to happen because you're physically putting it into the world. You're actually not just thinking it in your mind, but you're physically writing it down on a piece of paper. And there's some, that's important. That does do something, in my opinion. That's more powerful, and it does more than just thinking or wishing the thing would come true. And I think that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So if you looked around online, you might have found that there's many examples of many very successful people who did the same thing. They wrote what they wanted to manifest down, and and there's different variations of this. You can write it down repeatedly, you can write it down every day, or you can just write it down once and then carry that with you. But the theme is, if you want to manifest something more effectively and faster, is that you physically write it down in some way, do something like that. I think there's a reason that it's quite a common thread. You see many successful people who say they've manifested things will give credit to the act of writing it down. I think there's something really powerful about writing something down physically. So just try it, it doesn't hurt to try. Just make a decision to decide what you want to manifest, write it down in a journal or on a flashcard or something, and then keep it with you at all times. Try that one, and then after a month or so, try the one where you write it down every day, every morning. That really helps as well in my experience. And this is something that I've personally actually done. I've used this. I did the technique, I guess, where you write it down once and then you kind of look at it every day. I haven't experimented too much with the one where you can continuously write it down every day, but I think both can be just as effective. So with me, what I did is I wrote down what I wanted to manifest, which was various different things: owning a house, running my own business, traveling, and came true. And in another video I'm going to explain how you can make it more likely to come true. But basically what you do is you kind of visualize the emotions you'll get when it actually comes true. And that's the really most powerful tip. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll see you next time.